Okay, so you wanna bake your textures into one texture. So yeah, let's start. Okay, first thing first, we're gonna need our 3D viewport. We're gonna need our properties tab. We're gonna need our UV editor tab, and then we're gonna need our shader tab. So all these four is what we need to bake. So let's start. Select your first material. As you can see, it's a side metal tray, as I've renamed it. So it's this material here. So it shows here in our shader tab. So what we are going to do, we are going first to we're gonna hit Shift A, UV map. Okay, we're gonna connect UV to vector here, so it's blue, so it's connected, and then you're gonna select our UV, the one that we have, and then we're gonna go to our object data here, and then we're gonna open our UV tab. With it open, we're gonna hit our plus sign here to add a new one, and then we are going to rename it. So I'm gonna rename it joint. So still in our properties tab, so we need to make our second UV an active one, so that if we bake, it's gonna bake into the second UV. So we're gonna select it as active, and then we're gonna go back into our shader here. So this UV is this one that is not active now, so it's the primary UV, this one, so it's connected into the primary texture. So we need to create another texture where we are going to bake our material in it. So we're gonna go to our UV tab here, we're gonna hit new, we're gonna rename it into join again, and then you're gonna set your resolution. As you can see, mine here is 2K. So I prefer using 2K. You can also use a 4K, depends on you. So I'm gonna hit OK. So we have a texture now. So with our UV, our second UV selected, we're gonna select our model here, and then we're gonna select the second UV here, and then we're gonna tap to edit mode, and then we're gonna select all. As you can see here, our UV they are overlapping, so we're gonna hit U, smart UV projection, and then our island margin, we're gonna change it to 0.1 as I did here. So and then select scale to bounds, and then hit OK. So now we have something like this. Everything has its own place, as you can see here. So we want something like this. So yeah, so we're gonna go back into our shader tab here, and then we're gonna duplicate the image texture node, and then the UV node. So we're gonna select the image texture and then the UV, and then we're gonna press Shift D to duplicate, and then we're gonna put it on the side here. So here we're gonna change from the primary UV, and then we're gonna insert the one that we've just created, and then in the image texture you need to select the image that you just created. So I'm gonna select join because it's the one that I've just created. So if you tap back from edit mode, you can see that my side material just turned black. It's because I've selected the second texture that I've created. If I select the first texture, you can see it's changing, but if I select the second one, it turns black. So we're gonna do the very same thing on each and every material. So we're gonna select the second texture, we're gonna make it the active one, so that if Blender bakes will know which texture need to bake it onto. So I'm gonna head to my materials here. I'm gonna just duplicate all of this. So I'm gonna select all of it, and then I'm gonna Control C or Option copy, depends on you. And then I'm gonna head to my second texture here, and then I'm gonna Control V to paste, and then I'm gonna connect the first UV here with my primary texture here, and then I'm gonna select my second texture so that it could template. You see it templates too. So we're gonna do the same thing in all textures. So yeah, this is our last, we'll connect and make sure. So yeah, you should have something like this. Your mesh should turn black if everything is done perfectly. So your mesh should be like this. So now all you need to do is just you need to go to our render tab here, and then we're gonna scroll down until we find bake here. So in bake, we're gonna change some few things. First, we're gonna change our bake type to diffuse, and then we're gonna deselect direct and indirect, and then we're gonna leave color. So once you've done that, save your scene and then hit bake. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share, like, comment, do all the fun parts. It will help the channel to grow. It's baking. Depends on the materials that you have. The more materials you have, the more time it will take to bake. So take notes to that. And also, you need to have a powerful computer if you want to bake almost everything fast. So I recommend for you to get a much better PC if you haven't bought one. But hey, I'm here. I'm Mr. Evie. I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you some tips and tricks. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe and comment if you can. If there's something you don't understand here, consider commenting. Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy right now, guys.
It's almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. So yeah. So guys, now we have something like this. So we've baked our texture here. You see, it uses this join the UV that we've created. You see, I'm selecting the first one. You see, so but if I select the second one, you see, if I tap to edit mode, you see everything it's lined perfect. So yeah. So now if you want, you can bake. You can do roughness, normal map for your mesh. Depends on the lighting, the reflection, whether it has a glass or anything. So yeah, this is how you do it, guys. That's the only way that I know. I don't know, maybe someone knows a better way, but if you know, please do share so that we can all know. So yeah, guys, that's all I can show you for today's video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for pulling by. If you're coming back, thanks for coming back. But if you're new, please consider subscribing and joining my Patreon page. It will help me a lot to continue doing this, what I'm trying to do here. My goal for this year is to create a game. So if you can help me, sponsor me or fund me, yeah. Thanks for watching.